Hello guys, I'm Ish. I go by Speedy Ish on Twitch. This is Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition on the lovely PS5, backwards compatible PS4. So we're gonna be running Nero Dante Devil Hunter, which is the normal difficulty, although it is a tad bit harder than usual. We have it on turbo mode, which makes the game a whole lot faster, about 20%. Makes everything moves faster, the enemies faster, then they're far more aggressive and that good stuff. I have my two co-commentators, Mr. Spence, say hello,
Yo, everyone, what's good? You would have
and
seen me probably 5 minutes ago with Devil May Cry 3. Back again for Devil May Cry 4 with the boy Ish. It's going to be a good one. Let's do it.
Mr. Andrej. Take it away, buddy.
Hi, I'm back from commentating Spence's run. I can't believe he didn't finish it. What a loser.
You'll watch it, you. All right. Anyway, I'm so time gonna is gonna start. So I'm gonna go ahead and click the select difficulty. So time starts when we hear the gunshot. So I'm gonna turn off automatic and the tutorial. So we skip the tutorial and time. Here we go. So this is
All
Devil
right.
May Cry, Devil May Cry course. Some set sometime around DMC 1 or 2. I don't know. So we come in as Nero. Nero is a member of the religious cult called Order of the Sword, which is on the not Vatican city called Fortuna. Oh, that load time was juicy. And there's a mass going on, and out of nowhere we see our lovely friend Dante, and
Yeah,
assassinates the good old Pope. So we're just gonna bust him up, boys. You take it
yeah.
away to commentary.
The biggest thing straight away you're going to notice is that, yeah, we're fighting Dante. We're playing as Nero, who, spoiler alert, is actually Dante's nephew. This first fight is literally, it's more of a tutorial than anything else to teach you about Nero's Buster Arm. By shooting Dante, you're forcing him into an animation where he has to try and shoot back, and that makes him susceptible to the Buster. Buster is Nero's unique animation where he can grab literally near enough 95% of enemies, and each one's going to do a different thing. Like I say, by shooting Dante like that, you lock him in that animation so we can continually buster him, and it does a hell of a lot of damage. We were hoping for the S rank there. We didn't get the S rank. We got the A, which isn't too bad. Going into
You
mission
just got
2.
enough. As long as you got no damage, we just got enough to be able to afford charge shot, which is among Nero's many primary DPS, and of course speed, because we don't do DAS here much as in the older games, but we do run way faster with speed, aka a proper sprinting speed. So if you notice, what's unique about this game is the difference in currency. There's two currencies. There's the Proud Souls and there's the classic Red Orbs. The Proud Souls pretty much grants you the ability to buy new moves, and also what's unique about them is you can refund them for in exchange for other moves. And there's the Red Orbs where you just yeah, pretty much buy normal items.
So the
And
biggest move was going to be the charge shot. Again, a move unique to Nero. We can kind of cancel out animations with the Buster with the charge shot. The charge shot comes in 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3. At the moment, obviously, because we've only got a few Proud Souls, we can only afford charge shot 1. But each level is going to add another layer onto that attack. So it's basically gonna knock back enemies. It's gonna knock back Nero, and it's gonna do a hell of a lot of damage straight up. And can, mix that with the Buster as well. You're doing near enough in 2 moves. You're killing 90% of enemies. We've got another move
pretty
here
much.
called the Grim Grip, which is Nero's transportation move, as you can see there. So standing on these portals will show some skulls that we can grab onto, and that was going to send him flying. And most of the fights in 4 are going to be locked room fights, so you can see that red web on the floor there. That's unfortunate. That charge shot didn't kill both of them. I was kind of hoping for that.
We charge shot everybody but the last guy because he has a different set of health for whatever reason. So another set of primary DPS for Nero is, see that motorcycle thing at the left hand corner. That's called the Exceed. It has around 3 gauges. So basically, instead of revving up like this, I consistently have to hit it within a 7 to 8 frame window, which is as you're about to collide with an enemy's hitbox, I hit the L2 button. So that kind of like this. I missed it.
Yeah, the timing for the Exceed is really precise. But if you can do that, you can essentially double your damage output every single slash with Nero.
You deal damage faster and you deal more damage. As if that's enough. That's not gangster enough as it is. The love of War Nero. Ooh. Is it just me or? Oh, this game is running a lot smoother, even with the alternate costume.
I told
not
you,
doing too
man. It's
bad.
the way. It's the way.
That's the way. Yeah.
We are coming up on our first boss here, Burial, the fire demon from hell.
You guys got this. I'm gonna concentrate because I do not like this guy. I don't want to mess him up so bad.
Spence, I got this. This fight is one of the hardest ones in speedrunning because it is a big run killer. Because from the first mission, we have a little currency that we want with Proud Souls called a no-hit bonus, which gives you a lot. And with Proud Souls, you can get a lot more items early on, like the charge shot they were talking about earlier. And with charge shot level 3, which we can get on mission 3, saves a lot of time compared if you get hit and you can only afford to.
So what you're going to see a lot of here is it's just going to jump a lot. Now, the reason for that is your jumps and rolls have iframes. Now, as Andre says there, we want to ideally do this with no damage. Beautifully done.
And we got that.
And by jumping in between burial slashes like that, we can stay constantly on his face, dealing damage, as well as avoiding it ourselves with those iframes on the jumps.
So basically, I stayed kind of behind him just to keep him doing that rolling it. So I basically I manipulated his movement by just sticking to his backside kind of a bit. If I stay right in front of him, he'll most likely do the fiery attack. So we got a streak, which is the equivalent of Nero and Dante's stinger, although not quite as good, but it does deal quite an amount of damage. Oh, and we got a boost over there from that lever. Don't ask me how it works, but it does.
There's a lot in this game that just kind of works, and we don't question it.
So at this point of the story now, early on, we find out that after the fight, Dante escaped, and reports were he's found in an icy palace called Fortuna Castle. And we're about to see our recurring enemy, Mr. Spence. You and I intimately both know these guys. And Andre.
Yes, so the next enemy we're going to face here is the Frost. Anyone who's played Devil May Cry 1 will know about these boys. And you'll know how much of a pain in the arse they are. Now, luckily, Nero's whole base kit is a lot centered around stun locks, aerial combos, and knockback. So you'll see that charge shot free coming in hella handy there. The initial hit will knock them back, and then after a certain amount of time, it will also explode. And that will also deal probably about half of their HP all in one hit.
Isn't that great? It already deals a whole lot of damage. Not only that, you plant an explosive, and that explosive, when near enough enemies, you could do a tad bit of damage to them. So yeah, that's why we badly want this. Depending on how good your time is, yeah, you badly need this charge shot. You badly need that no damage.
Yeah,
so here we
a
are.
lot of the techniques we're going to try and group enemies together, which we'll hopefully see Ish do here.
Also, my cursor's gone.
Oh,
These enemies are called the Scarecrows. There are 4 variants of them. You can tell it by if their little weapon they have, their sword, is on their arms, legs, or both. Each one has a different color and different health.
We're having a bit of a first skip.
I'm gonna let you do it and then I'll explain.
Yes, go on.
Okay, perfectly
it.
done. So we was talking before about physics, and if you know about physics, you know about something called inertia. Inertia, for those who might not know, objects in motion stay in motion. Now, Nero's kit is all about utility and mid-air combos. That charge shot from earlier will knock Nero back.
Also, meet the
and
Charles
keep
Angels
him
over
moving.
there. You'll meet them soon. Also, go on in about the.
No, so you're right.
Inertia.
the charge shot knocks you back, and by cancelling it out of the animation with a slash, you can constantly move Nero backwards. By streaking off of that ledge, you essentially do a stinger jump off it, so you go flying forwards. Cancel out of that with a slash to turn your direction round, and then you'll charge shot slash, charge shot slash. That gives you enough momentum to keep moving within the air. That lets you bypass that entire traversal section, and that's going to come up a lot down the line.
Ooh, nice holy
I'm
water.
going to grab our first Jesus juice there. Main staple of any kind of speed run. That's not DMC 2 or 5. I'm very curious why your lock-ons disappeared.
Is it the alternate costume thing? I'm gonna have to check in the settings. So I'm gonna.
I never saw that before.
I've never seen that either. We've never had that happen before. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
These are
Here we
known
meet
as
the
the Blanco
Angelos.
Angelos. There's 2 types of them. We're gonna see the first one here, but there's another type we will see later on. What Ishi's just gonna do is combo them and wait until he can get a charge shot off, pretty much. A level 3 charge shot one-shots them.
And then that's another
This
no
one.
damage. So we are pimpin'. Okay, I am worried about that cursor meme. So
I think he'll be
we are gonna. All right. Let me check.
Quickly
just
just
fixing on the settings. Did I accidentally turn it off like an idiot? Oh, I am an idiot.
Yeah.
I must have been thinking around. Well, and luckily there's a marathon, so I have that luxury. All right. We're gonna do another grocery shopping with the good old handy dandy Proudsels. Our primary DPS midair called Roulette Spin, and you'll see that pretty soon. Also, Nero gained another power on this arm. So on missions, back in missions, he gained the power to grip on floating skeletons. Now he has the power to punch these little Beyblade things into life. We just gotta hit it, and then boom.
Over the course of the game, Nero's going to absorb a lot of different demon artifacts.
A whole lot.
And that's going to give his right arm, his Devil Bringer, a lot more abilities. This is one of them. And we're going to get 2 more off the top of my head. But this entire mission is based on around using those gyro blades to knock down.
Here's our first major deviation from the old route. We don't do the main hallway. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Yeah, I thought I should put that out there for now.
For the old routes, there's a skip coming up later, but in that room, there's another gyro braid, and in the middle of it, under the big chandelier, is way to
mighty old painting that had a secret door, like any Sinister Mansion would have.
Who's building this stuff? You know? That's what I want to know. There's got to be banking building these kind of things.
Whoever
It's the
built
same with the
French
Resident
Mansion.
Evil mansions. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want that
Forever.
job.
Oh, Lord Almighty. Yeah,
One
we love
thing
these
to mention
Beyblades.
with that, as you've just seen, the gyro blades will automatically go towards an enemy if there's one present.
Also, there's a bit of a mini skipper. So normally, I brought in a gyro blade to break out another gyro blade. So you'd think you have to bring those two back. When turns out you can only bring one. Also, oh,
Oh, that's
I messed up. This strat is hella easy, and I messed it up. Anyway,
Every enemy in this game has a unique grab with Nero. Some of them are
Yeah.
really, really cool. Like, I really like the spear step.
oh yeah, the spear stuff's pretty good. Oh, what do you
I don't know,
call
I
it,
think
Blonde
probably-
Angelo? That one's pretty cool too, especially in Devil Trigger.
Yeah, the suplexing.
The suplex, yeah, the Zangief suplex. You're in another case of DPSing with a good old Beyblade.
I've got to say as well, the best kind of thing that they added for DMC4 is the ability to control the camera.
Oh yeah,
It was such a good quality of life improvement, especially for some of these rooms where you could have enemies coming from you from all sides.
he nearly did me in there. Although it won't be too bad, but I'd rather have the extra money. Another quality of life change in the special edition is the amount of time it takes for the speed to kick in. Apparently, if I remember right, it takes 10 steps when you walk into a room before the foot speed kicks in, and also charge shot does not carry on through other rooms. So see that his arm going out. So basically, I hit fire and his arm goes up, and I'm constantly holding the fire button throughout the whole run. Majority of the run, I'm gonna be holding on my fire button just to keep that charge shot.
We actually we rebind the fire button for Nero. Usually we'll put it on R2. I put it on R2. Just so
too.
your middle finger's there, just to make sure you can carry on holding it throughout most of the missions. This is Bale.
I got hit.
Bale is our third boss. And you're just going to see how much damage that charge shot 3 actually does. That took off 2.5 of bars with one hit. And that's
And
Bale
roulette
done.
spins with an exceed. I just melted him. Here we are. Here's the major. Here's why we're here, because of this skip coming up. It was found around 10 months ago, which made the game 2 more minutes faster. That's why we're here. We're about to begin and end the mission. Normally, see that still right there with Nero on top of the chandelier. Why is he there, you ask? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. We're never gonna find out. Deal with it. All right. So since we got it, yeah, I'm gonna have to refund an item, but we'll buy it back. Yeah, that's the unique thing about this game, because you can't have a steady route. You're gonna constantly have to improvise, because in real time, the game is just rigging itself against you. Remember Charlie's Angels? Well, they're coming in just a sec. If I can get my roulette spins right.
So for this skip, we're trying to get enough height to spawn in the frost from mission 3 on the thing. And these
Please jump at the
frosts
same time.
will be shoved. They're gonna help Nero get into the
boy.
wall.
And we're
Not
in.
bad.
And we're out of bounds. Congrats.
I gotta be careful though, because I can easily walk in out of bounds, and I just wasted the whole thing. I'd have wasted 2 minutes, and
And
that is
that was the end of the
five.
mission.
That's the end of the mission. The downside is though, I won't have enough orbs, and I forgo a holy water. We won't pick up that holy water till mission 15. We have, yeah. That
Such a
skip was
great
found
skip.
10 months
Such a
ago.
good skip.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna refund Exceed 2 for Caliber. Oh no. Like, see, this is why I
Yeah,
don't
you're
want to get
fine.
hit there.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'd rather have Snatch 2 for the blades. Here we are. The the run killer of all time. Hey, there's an educator for Dante. We don't deal with that.
But we're not playing as Dante, we're playing as Nero.
I know, right?
That's such a weird thing to put there.
These enemies are known as the Cutlass. This will be pretty much the only time we'll be seeing them, since they're not a common
Yeah,
enemy
like
at
like
all.
a proper fight. Then later
They
on,
just
Who likes gambling?
they'll be nothing more than an enemy spawn from a boss fight. More like an ability right now. I know. So
Say,
here we
who likes
are, a little
gambling?
puzzle. Yeah,
Do
we're
we
always
like
gambling.
gambling? Yeah. We like to play and we like to load dice. The trick to this puzzle is the fact of what's on top of the die whilst it's spinning around. Whatever number's on top of the dice when you hit it, that's the number that you get. So you see that Ish hit it when it was 6 on the top, you get 6 moves. He hit it when it was 2, you get 2 moves, and so on and so forth. So he's going to hit it again to get to the next one with another 6.
Yeah, when you've done this enough times, it's easy to hit it a few frames early on.
And then as long as whatever number you end up with gets you to that end spot, it'll count either way. You can get 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Welcome to the meat grinder, ladies and gentlemen. The window. Any Linux enjoyers?
Biggest boss.
Here's why I want to snatch.
This window is an interesting fight because you pretty much just throw these swords at the window right there. Hitting it works, but the damage is decreased dramatically, so it's more viable to throw the swords at him than hitting him.
Ooh, good thing I caught that. Where do you think you're going, buddy?
You got it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Got two more. Oh, we got him. And I got all my exceeds there.
In that
So,
room, you got it.
Go ahead. Good.
Okay, never mind. I got it. In that room, there's a
Go on.
cool cutscene where Nero awakens his demonic side and gives into it, and he resurrects the Yamato, and then his devil trigger is a silhouette of Virgil's devil trigger, as we're gonna see right away.
Yeah, here we are. And that's that, folks. So basically, this lab is where the Angelos are manufactured, and all the other crazy stuff Agnes does. Agnes, the one behind the window that's laughing and stuff. We're gonna streak here, plan a charge on this lovely fellow. So one thing you'll see me constantly do is place the camera away from the other enemies. So basically, there's like a classic action movie where you're beating up an enemy, and then some other enemies would come into frame to get in on the fight. Kind of like a John Wick movie.
Unless
As
the
he's
enemy's
going-
actually on camera, they don't actually activate.
Yeah. Here's another thing though. If you activate that on frame, and even if you get him off frame, yeah, there's nothing you can do. It's already started. Yeah, you're screwed. Especially if it's a range enemy. And yeah, That went a lot better than I thought it would. Yeah, that's the run ender done there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, pick this up. I'm expecting to get beat up on mission 9 because of the lasers. Oh, see that? How that happened? What happened to the painting? I don't know.
Faulty manufacturer of the castle. Fell over.
Yeah. Thanks, Spencer. No, Trevor. See, here they are, Charlie's Angels. I know there's 3 of them. There's a 3rd guy here somewhere. I don't know where he's hiding. He just doesn't want to show. We could. This is a long walk, so we can sneak in 1 donation. If we have any.
We don't have any donations at the moment, however, I can quickly talk about the what we're raising money for. So we are currently raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, who were established in 1987. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is a voluntary health organization that gives those affected by suicide a nationwide community empowered by research, education, and advocacy to take action against the leading cause of death. And there are many ways you can, there are many ways you can donate via the message which Nightbot posts in the chat. I believe there's a button down in the About section as well. There is, yes. And obviously there are many donations, and I will very quickly run through some of the upcoming polls we've still got and some of the upcoming stuff. We have a poll for Mario's outfit for Super Mario Odyssey, and we also have a which is currently at $15 for boxes. There is also typical Mario, sorry. Then there's also play as a boy or a girl in BS Zelda, which is boy is currently winning with $150, but girl is trailing behind by about $50. So yeah, that's so definitely get those donations in. Thank you.
LPG. So we went from an icy landscape to a more tropical one for no reason. So hello.
Forget to buy your.
Did you turn thermal off?
I have no idea. Oh. I did mess up the strat there. I didn't get to show off the cool thing. No? Oh, Split, I love you. There we go. Should have climbed the stairs, but
That's not cool though, man.
cool.
The unfortunate thing, even though we can do cool stuff like that, is that we still have to hit that wheel. Otherwise, there's an invisible wall that gets in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently.
And here we're gonna
We
see
are on
another
60
run
FPS.
killer.
Yeah.
This is a big
That
run
is a
killer.
run killer.
For any console runners.
Whew, I
Luckily, we
thought
got a
I
first
missed-
try.
Nice.
Thought I missed the air hike and the wall hike. So we are on 60 FPS, which is the slower version, so we don't get... So there's a cool skip here on 120 FPS on PC with no turbo, but we don't have that luxury, so we get to do the whole mission, unlike on Mission 5. So we're gonna try... The bad thing about this fight is the enemies are so far and wide. So I gotta do my best to clear this guy on the other end after the other. And I caliber. And that's that. Yeah, there's a reason why we would have loved to have that skip over here on console, because there's another gyro puzzle here, and it's even worse because this room right here has a deceptively wonky geometry. So even if I wanted to hit this forward, sometimes it'll just go left or right or whatever the game feels like. And we're gonna have a. So here's our boss fighter. We're gonna be fighting a bit. Her name's Echidna. But we're gonna do a bit of a RE4 boulder run thingy segment. Gotta have those. Before we do, we gotta do a bit of a pit stop on the handy dandy divinity statue to get some purple orbs to increase my double trigger. I'm gonna for safety. I'm gonna turn up my rev and buffer my charge shot. So when I start this fight, I just do this. Okay, take it away, gentlemen.
Okay, so we start off as always with the charge shot 3 that plants the bomb. Roulette spin because of the DPS that gets with Nero. We just do probably a third of the health bar there. Devil trigger on top. That will stun her. That'll keep her in spot. And we basically just don't let her play the game. Like some very similar to some of the bosses from before. With that grab with Nero as well. With the Buster Arm. If you continuously rev the Exceed whilst that grab's going ahead, you'll do more and more damage. So there's a
problem is you
couple of
have
grabs
to-
that are like that.
The problem is with that Buster animation, you have to mash super fast the exceed button, like a typewriter. And we got the no damage, so our miner is pretty much safe now. If you can no damage both mission 8 and 7, yeah, after mission 6, the disastrous window fight, yeah, we're pretty much safe. Anyway, what were you saying, Mr. Spence?
No, I was just saying there's a couple of Nero's grabs where if you mash the I'm just gonna go with the default setting, mash the circle button, it'll extend it. If you mash the exceed button, depending on what he does with the Red Queen, you can basically keep revving the sword whilst it's in that grab animation, both of which obviously would do a hell of a lot more damage than it would be just by pressing it normally.
Right. So we got another recurring enemy, the assaults from DMC1.
Thankfully, a bit less annoying than they are in DMC1.
I didn't think I buffered. Yeah, I didn't buffer charge R3 for that guy, so he could have been down way faster. Anyway, we got another long walk here. So if we have any real quick plugs and donations before the next boss fight, please.
We still don't have any donations at the moment, but well, might as well, while we get to the next boss, I'm just going to go through the list of prizes. So there's the list of prizes here is Devil May Cry figures featuring Dante and Trish. These are vinyl figures from Devil May Cry 1. There's also Chester Bennington painting, Pokemon card bundle, Sonic the Hedgehog, Squishmallow, and a Switch 2 bundle. So I believe if you donate to the awesome cause, here are some prizes that you can get. Yeah, that's so far all from me.
Yeah. Okay, so we did a bit of puzzle there. So basically, there at the center of the intersection there was a bit of a tower / statue, and as where the shadow is pointed, we go the opposite direction of that. So if it's facing east, we go west. Did I get short on? Okay. And then we get another purple orb. Ooh, okay. I might have. Anyway, we are about to. So lore, a little update on the lore. Credo finds out Nero has a demon arm, and he does not like the one bit because he's an angel. He is the good guy, so he has to beat him up. We're not gonna give him that opportunity. At least we're gonna try. I'm bad at his boss fight.
This boss fight is just stagger and knockback values. His shield there, when he defends with it, you can grab it, like Ish is doing here. That's going to do a ton of damage to the shield once that stops glowing. I'm trying to do this while you're doing this. Once it stops glowing, he'll be in like a little bit of a stun animation that you can use the showdown move that we just bought in Devil Trigger.
Oh, good lord.
As such,
I missed the face
fortunately.
hit. I didn't have enough Devil Trigger for that. We had a good start. Anyway, I'll gotta work with this. And there goes my no damage.
Unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. The spears that Credo throw as well can be grabbed with the Buster and thrown back, and that'll get you an immediate stun. But as soon as he takes any kind of damage, he'll be out of that stun animation after that.
And at
Like I
least
said,
we get
we've
a
broken
Buster
it.
animation. So yeah, we got him. We one-upped him.
I don't think Nero's very happy.
Yeah, me neither. Anyway, so the fight ends. Credo loses. Kyria walks in on them, doing all this stuff, and then she finds out she's a demon. And then yeah, the baddie swoop in. Now Nero's gonna rescue him. So it's gotten serious. And so we got a refund showdown for Trigger Hard, which basically makes the lasting effects of Devil Trigger longer. So here's another find that's even recently found. That we're gonna there's a, what do you call the blonde Angelo again?
Alto.
The Alto, okay. Apparently they're badasses, but we're gonna prove them otherwise. So we're gonna pop Devil Trigger on him, knock him back, and didn't make a liar out of me.
Nice.
And that's that. These are, mind you, these are recently found. I mean, at least, yeah. Apart from the ball and the alt tab, okay, we're not gonna talk about the alt tab. That's a whole different category. And it's a headache. So here we're gonna go out for another ball. Knock back this guy because we only need 3. If I remember, it can go up to 4 extra Angelos to set up the formation. Oh, nice. Whew. Okay.
And what's great about that is it's an instant triple S rank as well.
Yeah, we get 6. Anyway,
This is also
Uh,
probably my favorite skip in the game. Just to put the point out there.
it's a little bit harder on 60 FPS, and I'm the only console runner that goes for it. So we're gonna go for this as long as I can till I run a Devil Trigger. So I'm gonna need a bit of quiet.
Perfect. Look at that.
I refuse to do this skip. I think it's too hard.
For 20 seconds, yeah.
Well,
Again,
it
Another way you
looks
could do that
so
is
good.
just find an elevator.
Yeah, just one more fight. I just did because I can. And we didn't get a flip for the Frost. They didn't get to play the game. So there's a bit of tech here called the Devil Shot. So Charge Earthy has a bit of a wonky hitbox. So if you bunch up the enemies, not only you hit them both at the same, knock them back at the same time. Sometimes they can explode from the effects of the charge shot, not just the one guy. So as your times get good, yeah, you may want to go for those. And that is that. We are gonna fight the Window Man again, except not behind the window itself. He's a fly this time, which is appropriate. The swords, we're gonna smash him in time to give me the unlucky.
Let me take a second just to talk about the soundtrack of this game as well, and all the
Yeah,
Devil May Cry
this
games
one is
in
like-
general.
Not the sharks. Oh. Alright, let's. You know what? I'll give this to you guys. This is for you. I don't usually go for this, but desperate times, desperate measures. And I hate these guys. Mirror language, please.
And we love to see the S rank after that as well.
Oh, that's a PB. Alright. Time for a bit of a no fear.
Ish, to be honest, I think you would be on my pace if you weren't on PS5.
Yeah. No, I'll be okay. All right, mission 10. So yeah, Nero failed on trying to rescue Kyria, so you gotta the chase continues. Here we have a newer enemy called the Fistos and the Faust, but not gonna give them the time of day. Gonna pop them in holy water because I'm gonna deal with that. No fear. Oh,
Nice.
What?
Dubby taught me that. I YOLO the lasers. Bit of a flex. Been wanting to do that. No, yeah, I had it coming.
Yeah, you deserve that one. Yup, there it
Oh.
is. There's the
Get
karma.
him.
There it is.
Get
Okay,
him.
okay, okay. Oh,
Yup.
Ish, my brother.
brother in Christ.
Oh,
Okay.
whoa.
Oh,
Yup.
that's why I
mean-
picked this up. Okay. I picked this up for that. Actually, it was actually meant for mission 9 because even the downside of the elevator skips, you gotta YOLO the laser.
It's
I'm
just
not gonna
damage
go-
wasting. That's all it is.
I'm not gonna go for the No. I hate Caliber. So there's a bit of a meme going on, like so that Caliber is pretty much the mid-air technique for streak or stinger, and the input as is go is back, forward, R1, and melee. And right, can you explain the next part, which is split? What how such input goes? While I do this.
I got it. So for this one, you're gonna need exceed 3 and 3 bars of exceed. So we're gonna exceed up caliber, and then we're gonna start flying with one swing of not rebellion, red queen and a
Red
charge
queen.
shot of blue rose to go to the wall.
Oh, anyway.
And that skips around a minute of fighting.
If I, yeah, that was yeah, that was a that was a yeah, that was one too many charge shots, and then he fell down. Right. We're
And then here we're on the best fight of DMC4, Dante.
Dante. He's letting loose this time, unlike the first time. So here we go. No fear. No fear. Ooh. Oh. Uh oh. I missed the buster. What's wrong with you, Nero? That is good in practice, but that's the problem. It's a practice.
Unfortunately, Dante in this fight is he's diabolical because he will react to what you're doing before you can think about it yourself. The AI is
Like
kind
any
of
good
programmed to
Capcom
kind of
fighting
predict it.
game.
Mm.
Yeah, like any good Capcom fighting game, he reads your inputs. From the looks of it.
Oh no! Oh
Get
no!
released there.
Let's go!
He got the gold
Royal Guard.
release. When that boy walks towards you like that and you hear those two words, that is fear.
World Guard. That is fear. Yeah.
In
Good
higher
fight-ish.
difficulties, the Royal Guard can actually one-shot you on Dante Must Die, which is a big issue.
Yeah. All right, here we are, mission 11. We made it past Dante. We are gonna solve the mystery of this lovely Ken doll called the Savior. And here's another bit of an inertia climb here. So basically, we go to the other end of this room here. We climb up there with the via Grim Grips, but that's another boss fight. No, it's not a boss fight. It's another like a group of Faust, I believe, and a Vistos. But yeah, we're not gonna deal with them. So just yeah. And another bit of a So that elevator right there takes us to the boss fight, but it's not working. So we gotta make our way around. For safety. I need that. I did not want to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Lebowski. Why did I name Lebowski? Because another speedrunner calls him the dude, so I eloquently call him Lebowski. If you've seen the Big Lebowski, you'll get it. Good lord. So for this one, we're not going to go for the ball, so he's going to find normally. It's a 2-second difference anyways, so not a whole lot. Also, the room is actually contained, so we don't need it. There we go. Okay, now that's all been said and done, we are coming up on a boss fight. And this mission 11, we are end of the first Nero section. We are about to hop in on Dante. So guys, you got the commentary? Because I hate this fellow.
This is the savior. He's in mission 1. Dante actually put a bullet in his head, and now he's been resurrected throughout the story. And he's this big old bad guy that's gonna pretty much wants to take over the world with the saber and needs the blood of a son of Sparta, which Nero is here in this case.
Gonna get the phase skip. Here we go. Oh, good.
Oh no!
No! Good lord.
Oh, you got it.
All right. That's payback.
Perfect.
Oh, good lord. Anyway, that is the end of the Nero section. We won't be seeing him for another what, 7 missions?
Yeah.
8 missions rather. All right, so we are moving on to Dante. Okay, I gotta remember to change his costume into the Sparta costume, which is terrible. Oh god. So yeah, we're starting off as Dante, which is yeah, the worst part of the run. So because yeah, I'll let you guys explain why.
You want to talk about this, Spence? I mean, Dan, or do you want me to talk about it?
No, you got it.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I mash. I'm so sorry.
All right, so Dante, in creating this game, they considered Nero to be the main character. So Dante is
They have
pretty
to
much
change
the
it.
side character of this game, and all the enemies before are meant for Nero,
There we go.
pretty much. So fighting them as Dante is pretty much a whole different game because every enemy can be busted, but with Dante, it's in a different category, and fighting them is like punching a rock, pretty much. It's not ideal, but
Yeah.
kind of just have to do it.
Yeah, this is like a reoccurring theme in Capcom games. So basically, you'd have to be good with Dante. At least you have to understand him well to do well in this type of game. And that being said, yeah, I think that's a problem. Like, because Capcom pretty much tailor a lot of these games towards the veterans rather than newcomers. So that's where these games mostly suffer. So basically, a lot of the Proud Souls we earned throughout the first 11 missions as Nero, it gets tallied up and transferred over to Dante. So we are gonna do a bit of grocery shopping with all the styles. No Royal Guard, sadly. and a couple of holy waters because this is a DMC game. Good lord, he looks horrible. Why? He feels like Jester. Here, there's a bit of a mini skip coming here. So pretty much you just fall down there, activate an elevator, and then have an additional pointless fight with the Frost, which is harder to fight as Dante. But yeah, we just did a bit of a mini skip, just Stinger, and then just Trickster. And here, we didn't get to see these guys, so here are the Fistos. They like to go through walls. So you're just gonna get him off their cloaking device with the charge shock. Sure. Okay, your turn. Alright, who wants to see me use Royal Guard on these lasers coming up? Not
ideal.
No, I mean it's a strap, but it's pointless. It saves a little time. Oh, I forgot the devil triggered model for this. Now that I think about it, how well does this translate to distort? So we're gonna do a bit of a setup here for the ball. First, we gotta take out these Angelos. Because we need only 3. Alright, don't forget to swap to Swordmaster. We got it. We got the ball. Oh, that was too close for comfort. All right. So yeah, this is literally the worst section to be as Dante because in a new game setting, you only get 1 weapon and 2 guns. So there's Rebellion, of course, and then there's Coyote and Ebony Ivory, of course, his best friend for years, but it's pretty much useless against the enemies. He kind of sucks as this part of the game. But as the game goes on, yeah, he significantly gets better again. Like that always has to go with every game as Dante. Yeah, I think I can. Hey. So my money route is good.
I'm gonna have to bow out here, I'm afraid, my son. But good luck with the rest of the run. Everyone watching, enjoy it. And take care, gentlemen. And I will see you next time.
GG on the run.
If you haven't donated already, make sure you get those donations in, guys.
Cheers.
All right, so now we're on the part of the gimmicky part of the run. Every mission from here on out is pretty much just a big gimmick. So there's one big gimmick for each stage. This one is purple portals that take you around the forest.
Yeah, this whole section is a puzzle. Like, yeah. Oh. So what do we call these lovely things here? So these are assaults, but they look different. They have these tentacle thingies that does damage to you even though they're down. These are Chimera assaults, and they are jerks. Yeah, like it's like Mr. Under. It's just it gets gimmicky. That's the most gimmicky of all gimmicky stuff. Yeah, like I said, yeah, this is the only weapon we have for now is Dante, so this is all we got to work with. Pinwheel and drive. We don't got the luxury of melting enemies just yet, but this will do. I think that's everyone. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and buffer charge shot here. I think I'm already in Trickster.
So now we're pretty much into the homes stretch. The fight again. Echidna.
Yeah. There's a yeah. Yeah, we pretty much gotta get through Echidna to suck less. So what's happening is that Nero lost the fight against the Saber against Agnes because yeah, and the Credo gets eliminated. So now we're backtracking through we're pretty much backtracking all the areas Nero passed through as Dante. So we went through the Fortuna Palace, and now we're going through the forest again as Dante. Also, this puzzle is far easier as Dante than the nearest. All right, and now we're here meeting Echidna for a second time.
This fight's pretty much going to be the same thing as Nero's, but
Good lord!
we don't want that. We don't want an Enigma to fly her around. That's why we try to get close and hope we have good luck and she doesn't fly around with the charge shot. But what we want here is to get her stunned and do enough damage so we can Holy Water. Or if we're lucky, we don't have to use the Holy Water and just go like normal.
Please don't do the clap.
Yeah, lucky. So right now we're just gonna wail on her until
She
she
needs to
gets
behave a
going.
little bit, but we got her. All right, she's done. And we just broke the first Hell Gate and locked out Echidna, and we got Gilgamesh, which is to be the primary DPS for Dante. So pretty much, well, we got one more bad mission with Dante to go through, but yeah, that's the second one out of the way. So I feel a tad bit better.
Mission 14 is another gimmicky one that's even worse than 13. A new enemy is introduced right away called the Fault. These enemies will pretty much eat Dante and put him into a forced encounter. And after you finish that encounter, they reset the room, so you have to do the same fight that you got eaten by the Fulton again, which loses you a lot of time.
Yeah, something out of a horror game. This is the most horror bit out of the DMC franchise. So these little, I think these are chimeras. So
Yeah.
These are so these guys, they're pretty weak on their own, but when they latch onto the enemies, yeah, that's when they get turned into chimeras, which makes them extra annoying.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
ooh, yeah. I thought I showed that off, huh? That was on purpose.
this is the forced encounter. It's not always going to be the same room, but it's usually the hardest
that's
one.
Another
up front.
thing, yeah. The enemy spawns are random too, which makes things worse.
So Ish got the worst possible spawn here.
Assault chimeras. We encountered them earlier, but is there a purple? Is there? Oh, thank you, kind sir. There we go.
You should probably kill the one down there first before you do real impact.
I thought, yeah, screw
Just to
him.
be safe.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that. There's already the Faust I gotta deal with too. So here, I want to talk about a bit of the main DPS for Dante that I'm doing here.
Yeah, so the main
That
one
good old
we're doing
uppercut.
the main one we're doing here is Real Impact, which is from Gilgamesh and level 3 on Swordmaster. The trick with this is you want to do a thing called DT switching. It's where when the attack is about to land, you can activate DT for it to do an extreme amount of damage than if you just had DT activated or normally. I don't know why it works like that, but it just does.
It's something to do with the game's engine that does weird things. Ooh, ooh.
A nice thing
So
about
basically,
nice thing about
basically,
it.
for whatever reason, it does because. So there's two models that Dante has. There's this Devil Trigger form and there's this human form. When you're doing an animation and from any of Gilgamesh's movesets, when mid animation you hit Devil Trigger, you pretty much deal double the amount of damage, like Andres said, which pretty much makes up for Dante's inadequacy in this game. Woo! Woo! All right, we're on the last stretch, so
They're good for any donations coming up.
yeah.
Sorry, hello. Yes, we do have
Oh, he's
a donation.
nice.
A $5 donation from Anonymous saying you are all amazing, keep it up. And that went to the play as a boy or a girl in BS Zelda. That went to the girl poll. So if you guys would like to, obviously we're about, well, that's $55 on girl, so I was there about 145 off to tie for boy, or 150 to beat boys. If you guys want to beat boy and get and play as a girl in BS Zelda, definitely get those donations in.
So yeah, that is the route with the forest. So yeah, so as we backtrack through the areas that Nero has explored, yeah, everything gets locked behind Dante's pathway. So yeah. So we are now at mission 16. So yeah, everything has gone to icy hell since Nero went past here. Since he eliminated the good old amphibian.
We will be introduced to a new enemy on Dante's path, the worst enemy in all of DMC4. It is the Blitz.
The electrical equivalent of the Frosts. So I'm gonna take care of the distort tech called Shock Boost, Shock Round. Oh. Okay, I got it. Oh, we're just gonna restart. I don't have the holy water, so.
There's two ways to do this fight. The strat Issue's using, or you can just use a holy water to instantly kill it. It's a lot faster to use the holy water, but
Yeah, true.
But the strat
We already
works
popped.
if you're
Yeah,
down on
we already popped the holy water back in mission 10. But to be honest, I'd rather fight this guy than the Faust and the Mephistos on the elevator. That's literally the worst area to fight those guys. So yeah, also it's right at the beginning of the mission, so not too bad. Alright, he hit me. Alright, alright. If he hits me, it's fine. If I hit back, he can just do the roar. And
there we go.
There's the distort. Alright, I'm not gonna do the flex. Alright, he's gonna stay out of the explosion and we're good to go. That was a bit embarrassing, but yeah, we got a second try. I mean, first try. It's first try. You didn't see nothing.
The gimmick for this mission is everything's frozen now. Don't ask why everything's frozen. It just happens.
Here's another gimmick. We're about to pass the second checkpoint, and the checkpoints are badly spread out in this mission. Matter of fact, that's pretty much the entire game. Oh, and got another.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Ooh, baby. There's another distorted real impact. All right. Now I kind of like this costume now because of the devil trigger form. So we're gonna prop wheel this lovely orb cache right there. Right. Yeah, like I said, yeah, pretty much this turning off devil trigger in between Dante's mid attack animations for Gilgamesh deals double damage. So it's not just limited to real impact. You can do it for dive kicks, you can do it for jump cancels. Like right one there. As Spence eloquently showed it earlier on his DMC3 run. It makes a comeback here, but the problem is you need a good old ability called enemy step, which was traditionally it's a native ability of Dante. You don't have to spend money for it. But as time went on, Capcom decided you gotta pay for it. But why? Oh, sir, that was rude.
These enemies are known as the Mega Scarecrows. They're, as the name intends, they're very big.
And they're 10 times annoying. I could have distorted that, but I wanted I'm saving the devil. I'm not taking any chances with the frosts. We're about to go into the torture chamber earlier, where we did the good old inertia thingy. So I'm gonna play it a bit safe. One wrong move and it just everything goes. And then it just goes. There we go. It's up here. What am I talking about? It went fine. Ha!
You didn't even need it.
But except for that one guy, he misbehaved. All right, sir.
Oh.
All right. I got me a bit by the camera, but we're fine. So normally we'd skip that. Since we're down in holy water, we gotta go down here. But we already got the time. Oh, okay. I missed the holy water. It's fine. But yeah, we already got the time save from skipping the main hallway gyro. Oh, you know what? Oh, I do want that. You know what? Yeah. For
Anyways,
safety reasons, yeah, I'm gonna break this. All right, we're good. Yeah, we're only losing 15 seconds here, but yeah, we've saved enough time back in mission 4. We're breaking even with the time saves. Yeah, we picked up that holy water just to use it for the next room.
Next room is another blitz, but instead of doing what Ish did before, we're just gonna say fuck it and use the holy water.
I missed. What do you mean? All right, there he is. Just gonna get old our handy dandy bottle of water. All right, here we are coming up on our second encounter with Bile, or the demon amphibian. Hopefully he gives us the breath stink, or the icicle rather. Please don't make a
This
liar
fight
out of me.
is the fastest fight in all of Devil May Cry history.
And we got him. We're just gonna milk it.
And just like that, the fight's over.
We just melted him. Thanks. Oh God, why'd you do that? I have a serious drift right now. So almost 6 minutes. 6 minutes flat. Not bad. Okay, so we're at mission 16. We are at the most toxic mission in any casual settings. But we're not gonna waste our time in that. We're gonna, like us speedrunners always do, we're gonna skip it. And I'm 71 proud still short. So I'm just gonna have to refund, get more orbs. For Gunslinger. For extra. So, because we're gonna perform a little skip. That pretty much brought this game back to life. Because at some point this game just died down.
This is the coolest skip in all of Devil May Cry history, in my opinion. I guess. 'Cause
And
you
we
just
got it.
You skip 80% of the mission right there.
So what happens is so that ceiling right there in that room has no collision. So we pretty much use that Dante's educator. Thankfully, that's just educator. Imagine if that were to be Nero, so we couldn't use that. I mean, if that were Nero's, yeah, and it wasn't there, yeah, what would we use though? Thankfully, it's Dante's. That's all that matters. And yeah. So we're pretty much out of the icy landscapes of Fortuna Castle. So we are gonna. So this is a Capcom game, so of course we get dogs. So trick up to them. Gonna use this and pop one holy water.
And now it's just a walking sim until we get to the next boss.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of these walking scenes in between sections. Never occurred to me. You'd think after a good old 500 hours, yeah, it does get tedious. You can sneak in one quick donation if there is one. Before we get to the next boss in a minute.
We do not have any current donations, but I can quickly remind everyone what we are raising money for again. So we're currently raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which is currently funding research in and invests in scientific research to advance the understanding and prevention of suicide, as well as public education. The organization educates the public and professionals about mental health risk factors and warning signs of suicide. If you guys would like to help support us in that, please feel free to donate, as well as donating some incentives, which you can find in the donations page. That's going to do it for me.
All right, now we are back on Dario, the boss. We no hit on Nero, but we're just gonna real impact our way to victory, pretty much. But just like that, it's over.
Yeah, I messed up the strat a bit, but we got him. But yeah. So Bale was a good boy the last time, but that don't mean I have an that don't mean I don't gotta mess him up. Of course I want to mess him up. He's a jerk. So we are now coming up on the second to the last Dante mission, but which marks this the worst of the worst mission of Dante. It's long, lots of rooms to clear. Yeah. So we got another melee weapon called Lucifer, which is a backpack that has a lot of pins. What's this application? I don't know. You just spam. You just throw around fries at the enemies and hope it stun them. Oh, I didn't. Good old jump cancels. Jump kick distorts. we're just gonna end these fights with our trusty stinger.
We're hoping for balls. The same attack he's been doing for Nero for mission 9.
Oh, we got the kamikaze. If he does that, we can just go ahead and distort real impact. Ooh. All right, another room that ends many runners, especially at the high level, the market. There's a lot of random stuff going here, a lot of jumping assaults. Thankfully, they're not chimera'd, and you get Fistos that love to go through walls. Right, plate save. Sir,
We just pushed you out.
he just pushed me. Rude. Okay, you want to push her out here? I'll push this out. Thankfully, he was last. He was on his last out, so that I ended him with a shotgun. I've yet to look closely at how to do this, clear this room consistently and more clean, but this will
I
have
just
to do
go
for
through
now.
it. That's good.
Just go through it, yeah.
I don't even practice Dante, to be honest with you. I just play it.
It is weird. But the thing is, yeah, I play it too, but I love to do less. I love to spend less time in this room than I should have. You know?
I think it's all luck. I mean, if you compile all the assaults by the
Yeah, that's the thing.
gate behind you or the
Yeah.
red door.
No, that's where skill comes in. And just good crowd control. Yeah, maybe you could get lucky.
And in this room, I never learned this room.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, as long as he can kill 4 enemies fast enough, yeah. Oh, good lord. He's rude. Sir, you gotta go. Alright. So gotta get rid of these guys immediately to spawn the next wave. Pop holy water. Oh, I think I got him. So
I
then
think
that's
you got
another
it, too.
distort technique. And I just ended those 2 dogs. I mean, put him to sleep. And we're gonna pop our, no, it's not the last holy water, but yeah, as Dante at least. Couple more Mephistos that are floating around with their. Good lord. I'm just gonna get rid of this cloak so the holy water. The holy water deals them all in 1 hit. All right, we are coming up on the most boss fight of all time, Agnes. He's the most complicated boss fight. That's Dante. We're gonna do a little thing called Just Straights. Just gonna do it as I go.
So what Ish is doing pretty much is aligning himself pretty much perfectly so you can hit the real impact. Agnes has a very gimmicky hitbox and he doesn't really like to get hit. But if you hit it perfectly, then it does a lot of damage.
Missed. And I blew up his calculations.
That was close.
Alright, oh, he's done. He fell for it.
Another thing you could do
Spam
is you
this.
could just spam Lucifer and it's pretty much an ideal strategy.
And he's done. Now he gets to do his homework. If you understand lore at all, you get the reference.
There's a lot of
Takes
cool
some time.
cutscenes in this game. It's just we're not gonna see any of them.
Yeah, we're not gonna see him. Okay. Do I have everything I need? Okay,
You
so
have
here we are.
Pandora level 2 or level 3. You should be fine.
I'm just gonna double check in just to be safe. This run is so long, I can easily forget anything. Like, you have no idea how easily I can forget sometimes. So I say I'll pin up for Lucifer. Oh, yes, I do. So here we are. We have a boss fight slash puzzle. So this first phase of the fight is not really a boss, so because he doesn't have any health bar, so we can't do any damage to him, but we can stun him.
The whole first phase of this fight is the blue crystals he has as all over his body is his weak points, and we're gonna spend some time
yeah.
destroying them.
Yeah. So he's gonna chillax a bit, and we're gonna give him a foot massage, a full body massage. So at the end of mission 17, we got Yamato, and we have a new cell called Dark Slayer, but that's the only time we get to see it in this run. Ooh. Unlucky. I do not like this. Oh, please do this. Do the show you. Oh god, we got the good luck.
Uh-oh.
I don't think I get the skip. Yeah, I don't have enough health.
No, you have the DT health.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's, we're still good on time, I think, so I can go for it.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, fine. Oh. So here, the health bar is up, so you can finally fight him. There you go. Ooh! And that is the
Perfect.
savior. We just melted him. I kind of messed it up the laser there a bit, but yeah, we still got him. That was a and that is a wrap for Dante section. We're gonna play. We're back as Nero. While Dante is taking care of things outside the savior, we're within the savior. Bit of a wordplay there. Yeah, we're within the savior. We're gonna climb up some stairs because he's a good old ceramic being. So yeah, he should have stairs. Gotta buy a couple extra moves. So there we got Shogun back, and we have maximum bad. Yeah, so we can afford max act. I think
Should have enough for
yeah, I should have enough.
purple orbs later.
Yeah. So there's mission 19, and in a classic Devil May Cry fashion, we got a boss rush. Fancy twists, we got to do the dices as well. Not RNG as well. It has a set of patterns, so that's a good thing.
Nero loves his dices at the end of the day.
Man likes to gamble. He likes a thrill. All right. So since Credo passed on the lore, we don't get to find him a second time. Instead, in its place, we get a group of Angelos, and we pop holy water in him because we're not going to give him a time of day. All right. All right. Through this portal, we get burial a third time. Hopefully, I don't mess up an input. gonna pop a devil trigger as soon as I spawn in and do a couple of maximum bets. And we got him.
Perfect.
And he's done.
What'd you say?
I think I barely have enough.
It's probably. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so wow. Burial has been a good boy this event so far, huh? All right. Now we get the meet the frog a third time. Unlucky. All right, what do we got here? Good lord.
Oh wow, that's really bad RNG.
I've never seen that. Oh, nice.
you have
Okay,
You got it. There you go.
got him. He played the game a bit, but yeah, he lost. Goodbye. Good riddance. All right, Echidna on the other hand, though, we're 1-on-1. Hopefully, she behaves on this one. She was bad. Wait, well, she was bad, but on both, but we'll see. So we're gonna open up a devil trigger here. No, not devil trigger. Charge shot. Swing at us and into a caliber. Nice. Textbook. She didn't even get to play the game. Woo! Just gonna farm some devil trigger here a couple of times and then Buster. Alright, we're almost done. You were just with him like 2 minutes ago. Now we get to fight him again. You ruined. Unlucky. Alright, that was on me. Ooh. Done, please.
You gotta. You can just
Alright,
bust.
I gotta
from
bust.
here.
Yeah.
There you
I've
go.
already lost enough health. I'm not taking any chances. The heck you are, sir. I don't know about that. And that's the last of Agnes. Good riddance. Oh my god. And here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, the savior has arrived. Only after this long black load. Hey, that's a PB. 4 minutes. Right. Now this one will require a good amount of concentration, so I'm gonna buy. I think I still have nice. and for when things go really wrong. All right, here we go. Good. Woo! It looks sus. He wobbled a little bit. I thought I was gonna miss.
You bought the Devil Stars, right?
Yeah. Oh. Goodbye. Oop. And
Perfect.
he's done. All right, we got one more face. Time's coming up on the very last Buster. So yeah. All right. As per DMC4 speedrun tradition, we gotta do this little JoJo pose. Obligatory showdown. Hopefully I don't miss this because I don't want to smell his stinky breath. There we go. One more. And
That's time.
holy moly. Now I know. My hands are sweaty. Oh, that is DMC4, ladies and gentlemen. What time did we get?
1:30:39.
1:30:39. 9.5 minutes. 9 minutes and 21 seconds. Underestimate. Yeah, I can't complain. I've made some I've had some hiccups here and there, but yeah, this was a good run. I'm proud of this one. Yeah, thanks again, Breaking the Habit, for having me back. Thank you to LP, Yossi, and the rest of the crew. You guys are amazing. You're doing a great job. Thanks for yeah, it's a pleasure. Love working with you guys. It's a good cause you guys are running over here, and always yeah, always an opportunity to
I guess I should thank you.
oh my god, just looking at these guys. Andres, anything you want to say? Any few words?
It was a great time me being here. Hopefully next event, maybe I'll be running an event here. Hopefully.
Don't sweat it.
I had a great time and all, and thank you for all the composers and directors directing this event, and hopefully the rest of the event goes good.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Special shout out to the DMC homies. If it weren't for you guys, yeah, because this is among the hardest speed runs I've had to do. So yeah, thank you all, and thanks to all the homies in the chat. I can see you guys. Thanks for all the support, and yeah, we got a couple more DMC homies that are running as event non-DMC games. So yeah, wish them luck, go show them support, and we'll be sure to do the same. So yeah, but yeah, that's it, guys. Stay stylish and stay safe, and yeah, I'm gonna sign off.
Alrighty, that was God love some DMC right there. Thank you for running. That was a very fun, quick run. But yeah, that's also going to do it from me as well. However, I will. Well, first of all, let me tell you about the next run. Sorry. Next run is going to be OG Happy Dude. Well, I might as well say the last two runs. On the next two runs, sorry. Next is going to be OG Happy Dude with Kazuha. I can't speak English. With Yakuza Kiwami 2, and then we're going to have Captain Ezekiel with some Silent Hill F. But that is also it from me. However, I will be back tomorrow because I'm doing a run of LA Noir, so you guys are going to get excited for that.
LA Noir.
You're not a human anymore.
Yes, very detective game from the 40s. Going to be very well. It's not from the 40s, but based in the 40s. That's going to be very fun to do. So, yeah, but that's going to be doing me. Your next host will introduce themselves in a moment. But yeah, so
Thank you, guys.